artificial intelligence is rated to grow at 37% annually. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about how to make a little bit of some money off that and my number one stock pick for artificial intelligence. So I hope you guys enjoy it. If you guys get anything in value out of this video, hit that like button, subscribe. If you guys are new to the team, new to the channel, subscribe. We talk about everything money, stocks, money management, credit cards, debit cards, virtually everything money. Subscribe, like, do what you guys do. So let's jump into it. So I'm sure you guys have heard of companies like Google, Microsoft, Meta, all these very popular artificial intelligence companies. Now you may be surprised with my number one pick. It comes in at Adobe. Now the reason why I love Adobe so much is because they've been investing into artificial intelligence for quite some time, and honestly their product, their software is really strong, plus their fundamentals are great. Now some of the cool thing Adobe has been doing is actually helping out creators like myself. They do have a program and a software that pretty much helps creators find B-roll, music. They help people write scripts and overall help people make content. I think that's really attractive and very interesting. Not to mention, looking at some of these fundamentals, they're absolutely beautiful. You guys will notice we've seen the revenue up 9%. We've seen the net profit margin up as well. We've seen every single fundamental growing, especially in this economy where we have high inflation and high interest rates. You'd be surprised that people are willing to spend a little extra on this premium editing software, but people are, because the product is so good. But now, one of the more attractive reasons why I'm investing heavily right now into Adobe is because the average analyst price target for this thing is crazy by 2025. They're giving this a minimum rating of over $1,000 per share in the next 2 years, meaning for a stock right now that's trading for about $480, it's going to possibly double in the next 2 years. Now, do I think this is going to happen? I think that it's definitely a far stretch, but I also think I could easily see it happen. Adobe for me is a high growth, high volatile company that carries a lot of potential, but overall still carries risk. So just as fast as this thing's gone up, we could easily get sell-off from this. But I do think the best approach for investing into these artificial intelligence companies, not even just Adobe, but still Google, Microsoft, Meta, all these companies, is to dollar cost averaging it. Dollar cost averaging is just investing consistently. The beautiful thing about this is, one, you don't need a lot of upfront cash because you're just investing a small amount every single week, comparing if you would put thousands of dollars all up front and invest and forget. Dollar cost averaging, you're investing consistently. My recommendation is every week, so you develop a good average price for your shares. Now, if the stock sells off, that's fine because you're just averaging down that price. So once the stock recovers, you make a lot more money. It's a great way to invest into these growth stocks, into these more volatile companies. But for me, Adobe is just probably the GOAT. But Adobe for me is definitely going to be one of the leaders of AI. I understand we have all these fantastic companies, and yes, they're going to continue to perform well, but you just can't argue with Adobe's fundamentals. Beating earnings after earnings after earnings, especially in the type of market condition we're in right now. So I just think, for me, my number one pick as of right now is Adobe. But anytime you guys evaluate a company, one of the most important things to look at is something called the cash on hand. Now, Adobe has near and around $6 billion in cash, which is so much cash. So if they ever go through a hard time, they can continue to pull from that cash and continue to invest and grow the business, because they only have about $3.6 billion in debt. So as long as they have more cash on hand than long-term debt, they're in a solid situation to go through recessions, go through slower economy, because they have so much money that they can continue to pull from and invest into the business. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Adobe is one of the perfect picks that I would recommend. So guys, we'll see you guys later. Remember to stay happy, stay positive, and stay safe out there. Take care, everyone.